Hi, this is Joy, the Cob Chick with the Keystone Cottage, and Happy New Year to everyone. So I think the new year is a time for looking back and looking at the things maybe we can build upon, and looking into the future and developing a plan to make that happen. And so with the cottage, I find myself doing that definitely. There's definitely a plan up here. I will share that with you in just a second. Last year, I think, I'm not exactly sure, but I think we were maybe somewhere in here as far as the height of all this. And so I just knew I have this much more to go. And so, just keep focusing, keep focusing. But I do find myself going back to 2 years ago as far as when I think about the cottage, because this was before my first workshop and I hadn't even broken ground yet. I had set up a workshop with Alex, and I had done water flow tests, I had done soil tests, I had done all kinds of tests that I knew of, could even think of. I had the program, I'd gone through the program, through the course, different stuff like that. And, I was just really in contact with him with different soil tests and analysis, and I don't want to go too deep in that. So I lined up everything. I knew I wanted it in this exact spot, on the property. And so we have a little bathroom, we have a shed, we have a little fire pit, and this is where I was going to put my cottage, right here, kind of in the back right corner, per se. And so as I'm setting it all up, I put out my flags, all this stuff, and I knew that my footers and all that was going to be like 2 feet wide, so I extended 2 feet from that, put out all my flags, my strings and everything, and it was like, wait a minute, maybe this isn't quite right. Let me look at my compass again. So I'm looking at my compass again, and I decided, okay, I want it moved a few degrees this way, this way or this way, because you want it, certain degrees as far as north, south, east, west, as far as wind flow, sunshine. You do want to catch that winter sun, and I knew how I wanted it to be through the trees, coming through these windows especially that I have here in the front. So I rearranged everything, but then it was like more of an angle, and I didn't like it. So I decided to go a little half and half. Which, keep in mind, this is only a few degrees difference. But at the same time, once you start digging and pouring that concrete, that's it. That's all she wrote. So, anyway, I decided to go a little with, I guess, what you call true north and regular north, maybe somewhere in the middle, which is just a few degrees difference. It's just not that big a deal. So as far as visually, everything lining up, visually it lines up, but it's still somewhat at an angle. So I remember that's exactly the stuff that was going through my head at this time 2 years ago. So I set up my flags, I allowed so much space for the footer, and I just started digging. I just started going. Now, there are things you need to keep in mind as far as water lines, electric lines. There's some of Alex's stuff in his course on that too, so you've got to pay attention to all this stuff. You need, I'm not even going to go into that, but anyway. Yeah, that's what the course is for, is make sure you know your stuff. But so I just started digging and outlining and all this stuff, and I think this is where faith without works is dead, because you have to have faith that you're going to have this structure. And I knew that even if I do it one handful of mud at a time, we're going to get it done. So with all that said, thank you so much to everyone who has come and helped me. This would not be possible without you, and I truly mean that, because if I'd have done it by myself, I don't know where I would be, but I would not be this high, that's for sure. So, and oh my goodness, the experiences, looking back on the experiences I've learned, and the people I've met, and all the interactions there, and the different things that, the options, and just things they bring to the table, makes you think about things, makes you think about life, and what about this, and what about that, and it's definitely a lot deeper than the average individual, I think. So kudos to everyone that thinks outside the box and thinks differently. I think that is a wonderful thing, and please continue doing that in the new year. So as that's looking back as far as the cottage is concerned, so I would say this past year we've done probably from here up. We've done these windowsills, we've done the door lintels, or the window lintels, the door lintels, and we've went above that. And so this year, so 2019 on, We are going to be putting in, I do believe, I'm not sure the exact details, okay, so don't quote me on this, but I do know that we do want to host some more workshops, and we want to put in a concrete bond beam that goes all the way around the building. And this does a lot of things. It like holds it all in place. Like, I like to think of it like a big Lego system, you know, so it just kind of, it holds it all in place, and it also creates almost like a new foundation for the roofing system. So on top of that, we're going to have J-bolts popping out the top. We're going to have wood beams that go across the top as well, on top of the bond beam, and then from there we're going to be able to attach our roof. So I would say our goal in the future for this year is we're going to be getting a bond beam, we're going to be getting a roof, we're going to be getting a floor, because I wasn't sure exactly what kind of floor I wanted in here, so I was like, let me just leave it. Maybe that's okay too. And good luck explaining that to a construction worker, by the way, that you want like a stem wall, but you don't want a floor. They don't get it. So that was an interesting. I'll go into that in some other video. But so yeah, I need a floor, I need my windows, I need my doors, I need my roof, and we're going to weatherize it. That is the goal this year, so that it will be a functional building. I'd like to get a surface over this as well. I'm not sure exactly what we're doing with all this. I do know we're doing windows, doors, but we will definitely stay posted some of those videos. It's going to be really, really fun, really neat. And I would say too, if you really can't decide what to do with your tax money, then you are welcome to come to one of my workshops. I think it'll be fun. There's camping, there's a fire pit, there's a grill, there's really all kinds of stuff that you can use. So I definitely encourage you. I want to meet you. I want you to be a part of this cottage. I want you to have some hands-on experience. It's something that you can do with your family. A vacation trip to Florida, woohoo! But it's something that you will never forget for the rest of your life. And those are the kind of experiences that I believe are worth in investing, things like that. So, I am really, really thankful for everyone that I've met. I really, really am. Looking back, oh my goodness, I never would have thought that I'd have met such amazing people. And so I look forward to meeting more and more people, all of you. So reach out to me, reach out to Alex. There will be some links below if you're interested in booking a workshop or just talking to him, things like that. I'm going to let you go, but thank you so much for watching this video. I appreciate it. Please hit like, subscribe, comment below, and, you know, hey, come join me. I mean, this is a wonderful, oh my goodness, this thing is awesome. So definitely look at some of my other videos as far as the details and all that stuff. But alright, thanks again for watching. Bye. Happy New Year!